There are two everyday ingredients in your kitchen that, when mixed, scientists say become more powerful than many supplements. But yet almost no one knows this trick. On one side, we have cloves, a spice used since ancient times, once traded at the price of gold, and still used today in Ayurveda, traditional Chinese medicine, and Western herbal medicine. Its trade even motivated countless voyages of European explorers to Asia. Its essential oil is rich in eugenol, the active compound responsible for its analgesic and antiseptic properties, widely used in dentistry. On the other side, we have ginger, one of the most widespread medicinal plants in the world. It has been used for more than 2,000 years and was once as popular as black pepper in Europe. The secret of ginger lies in gingerol, the compound that concentrates its greatest health benefits. But what really happens in your body when you combine these two ingredients? Is this combination safe for everyone, or are there certain groups that should be careful about it? Get ready as we break down the top 10 science-backed benefits of combining ginger and cloves, and stick around until the end, where I'll show you the easiest way to make ginger clove tea at home. 1. Blood sugar control. The first thing researchers noticed about the ginger-clove combination was what it does to blood sugar. Both ingredients work on glucose metabolism, but in different ways. Ginger contains compounds called gingerols that improve insulin sensitivity. When cells become more sensitive to insulin, they absorb glucose from the blood more efficiently. Cloves contribute eugenol, a compound that helps regulate how much glucose the liver releases into the bloodstream. The liver normally stores glucose and releases it when blood sugar drops. But in people with metabolic problems, this system doesn't work properly. Eugenol helps fix that. When you combine these effects, something interesting happens. The ginger makes cells better at using glucose, while the cloves prevent the liver from dumping too much glucose into circulation. 2. Metabolism boost. Both ginger and cloves are thermogenic, meaning they generate heat in the body. This requires energy, which means burning more calories. But they do this through different mechanisms. Ginger increases thermogenesis through its effect on certain proteins and fat cells. Cloves work through their impact on the nervous system. When combined, these effects amplify each other. People who drink ginger clove tea regularly often notice they feel warmer, especially their hands and feet. That warmth is energy being burned. The metabolic boost isn't dramatic. We're not talking about burning hundreds of extra calories, but small effects compound over time. Burning an extra 50, 100 calories per day adds up to several pounds per year. More importantly, the metabolic boost seems to be most active when people are at rest, which means it's working even while they sleep. 3. Anti-inflammatory power. Inflammation is like rust in the body. A little bit is normal, and even helpful. It's part of how the immune system responds to problems. But chronic inflammation causes damage everywhere. Joints, blood vessels, organs, even the brain. Ginger contains powerful anti-inflammatory compounds, particularly gingerols and shogaols. These work by blocking certain enzymes that produce inflammatory molecules. Cloves with eugenol and other compounds working through different pathways but achieve similar results. What's interesting is that when you combine them, you get broader anti-inflammatory coverage. In lab models of throat infections, ginger and cloves showed some anti-inflammatory effects. The researchers believe that ginger might help reduce pharyngitis, which is the inflammation at the back of the throat. This could be helpful in easing a sore throat, a common symptom when you have a cold. 4. Better digestion. Digestion is more important than most people think. It's not just about avoiding stomach upset. It's about how well the body extracts nutrients from food and eliminates waste. Ginger has been used for digestive problems for thousands of years. It stimulates the production of digestive enzymes and helps food move through the digestive tract more efficiently. It's particularly good for nausea, which is why people use it for motion sickness and morning sickness. Cloves work differently. They have antimicrobial properties that help maintain healthy gut bacteria balance. They also stimulate the production of gastric mucus, which protects the stomach lining. Together, they create an environment where digestion works better. Food is broken down more completely, nutrients are absorbed more efficiently, and waste is eliminated more regularly. People often notice less bloating, more regular bowel movements, and better tolerance for foods that previously caused problems. Good digestion affects everything else. When nutrients are absorbed properly, energy levels improve. When waste is eliminated efficiently, the body doesn't have to deal with toxins backing up into the system. 5. Immune system support. The immune system is constantly making decisions about what to attack and what to leave alone. When it works properly, it fights off infections while ignoring harmless things. When it doesn't, people get sick more often or develop autoimmune problems. Both ginger and cloves support immune function, but through different mechanisms. Ginger's active compounds enhance communication between immune cells while providing antiviral and antibacterial benefits. Cloves are particularly rich in antioxidants, which help protect immune cells from damage. They also have strong antimicrobial properties, stronger than many other spices. The combination seems to help the immune system work more efficiently. People who consume ginger and cloves regularly often report getting sick less frequently. When they do get sick, they tend to recover faster. 6. Support cardiovascular health. Heart disease is still the leading cause of death in developed countries. Part of the problem is that cardiovascular health depends on many factors: blood pressure, cholesterol levels, inflammation, blood clotting, and arterial flexibility. Ginger helps with several of these factors. It can lower blood pressure by relaxing blood vessels. It also reduces the stickiness of blood platelets, which makes dangerous clots less likely to form. Cloves contribute their own cardiovascular benefits. The eugenol they contain helps protect the lining of blood vessels from damage. They also help regulate cholesterol production in the liver. Studies show that people who consume both ingredients regularly tend to have better overall cardiovascular markers. Their blood pressure is more stable, their cholesterol profiles are better, and markers of arterial inflammation are lower. The effects aren't dramatic enough to replace medication for people with serious cardiovascular disease, but they may help prevent problems from developing in the first place. 7. Respiratory function. Breathing problems are becoming more common, partly due to air pollution and partly due to modern lifestyles. Many people have chronic low-level respiratory inflammation that makes breathing less efficient. Both ginger and cloves have compounds that help open airways and reduce respiratory inflammation. Ginger's anti-inflammatory effects extend to the lungs and bronchi. Cloves have natural expectorant properties that help clear mucus. The combination is particularly helpful for people with seasonal respiratory issues. They often find they can breathe more easily and have less congestion. The effects are usually noticeable within a few days of regular consumption. 8. Pain management. Pain is your body's way of sending a warning, but when it turns into something chronic, it's no longer useful. Instead, it just drags you down and makes daily life harder. That's where nature lends a hand. Ginger is a powerful natural pain reliever. It not only blocks pain signals, but also calms inflammation, one of the biggest culprits behind joint pain and muscle aches. Cloves add even more power. Thanks to eugenol, its natural compound with anesthetic effects, cloves have been used for centuries to ease pain. Dentists even relied on clove oil to soothe toothaches before modern medicine came along. Together, ginger and cloves work better than either one on their own. The pain relief isn't immediate like with pharmaceutical drugs, but it builds over time with regular use. The advantage is that it comes without side effects. 9. Detoxification support. The body has natural detoxification systems: the liver, kidneys, lymphatic system, and others. These systems work constantly to neutralize toxins and eliminate waste. But modern life exposes people to more toxins than these systems evolved to handle. Ginger supports liver function by increasing the production of certain detoxifying enzymes. It also stimulates circulation, which helps the lymphatic system move waste more efficiently. Cloves contribute antioxidants that protect detoxification organs from damage. They also have compounds that help the liver process certain types of toxins more effectively. The combination helps the body's natural detoxification systems work more efficiently. 10. Mood and stress response. The connection between what people eat and how they feel is stronger than most realize. Chronic inflammation, blood sugar swings, and poor digestion all affect mood and stress tolerance. Ginger's compounds action may influence neurotransmitter production and reduce stress hormones. Cloves contain compounds that may affect the nervous system in subtle but beneficial ways. Their anti-inflammatory effects may also reduce neuroinflammation, which is linked to mood disorders. The effects on mood are probably secondary to the other health benefits. When blood sugar is stable, inflammation is low, and digestion works well, people naturally feel better emotionally. What are the potential side effects and risks of drinking clove and ginger water? Ginger and clove tea, when consumed lightly and in moderation, 1 to 2 cups per day, is generally safe for healthy adults. However, some groups require caution. Pregnant women should limit ginger to small amounts and avoid clove in excess or in essential oil form. Breastfeeding mothers can drink mild tea but should avoid concentrated preparations. Children under 2 years old should not consume it, while older children may only have well-diluted versions. For people with diabetes or hypertension, the tea may provide benefits, but it can also amplify the effects of medications, increasing the risk of hypoglycemia or excessive drops in blood pressure. In addition, ginger and clove have anticoagulant effects, which can raise the risk of bleeding in individuals with clotting disorders or those taking anticoagulants, aspirin, anti-inflammatories, or similar medications. In such cases, consumption should only occur under medical supervision. In summary, for people without specific health conditions, this tea is safe and beneficial in moderate amounts. For at-risk groups, it should be consumed with caution and ideally under a doctor's guidance. How to make ginger clove tea. Making ginger clove tea is super easy. Take a piece of fresh ginger about 1 inch long and grate it. Add 4 or 5 whole cloves. Pour 2 cups of boiling water over the mixture and let it steep for 10-15 minutes. Strain and drink. Some people add honey for sweetness, but it's not necessary. The tea has a warming, slightly spicy flavor that most people find pleasant once they get used to it. The key is consistency. Like most natural remedies, the benefits build over time with regular use. 1 cup per day seems to be enough for most people to notice effects. Try this for 2 weeks. Your body will thank you in ways you didn't expect. Did you know about some of the benefits of drinking clove and ginger water? Which one surprised you the most? Feel free to share your experiences, questions, and tips in the comments. If you enjoyed this, type yes, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on natural remedies. I also encourage you to check out these 2 videos we selected especially for you. Thanks for watching.